only takes one punch, one mistake, and when it happens, reality hits instantly. So let's take a look at some cocky fighters who paid the price. Lovejoy turned down Char's handshake before the fight and spent the build-up talking like he was going to run straight through him, promising power and pressure. But in the fight, it was Char that turned up the pressure. He started landing cleaner punches.
Karşılık verdi Mahmut. Sol Christopher Lovejoy. Boşa giden bir yumruk.
An overwhelming Lovejoy for a second round TKO.
Sol yumruklarını şimdi mideye çok güzel vurdu. İşte bakın Mahmut neler yapıyor Mahmut. Saydırdı sevgili seyirciler. Christopher Lovejoy. Mahmut Çar. Ve bitti müsabaka. Birinci roundda bitti.
Diamond Boy Mahmut Çar.
Mahmut Çar knockout'la maçı kazandı.
When Keeley met Page in 2019, he promised a knockout, even saying that MVP would go out cold.
A professional record of 3 wins and 1 loss from MVP Michael Venom Page.
So much noise to get this chance, called MVP out time and again.
Even in the fight, he kept the disrespect going and flashed the middle finger.
He's just taunting him.
But Page didn't fall for his actions. He took control from the start.
Blurring from Michael Venom Page.
And landed a clean flying knee that knocked him out in round 1. Osawa turned the weigh-in into a circus by showing up naked and acting like a clown. Bad for him that he kept the same energy in the ring too. Showboating like he was there to entertain instead of fight. But Pace came out focused and needed just 36 seconds to score a vicious knockout. Quitting Osawa's drama. When Ferreira faced Ngannou in 2024, he didn't welcome him back to MMA warmly. Instead, he insulted him, trying to get under his skin. But this made this worse once they stepped into the ring.
In the gold and black. Off balanced him a little bit. Takedown attempt.
Right there.
Randy Couture told you to watch for the wrestling. Who lands the takedown?
Ngannou came out smashing Ferreira with huge punches.
Nasty work. Francis Ngannou wailing away.
Look how heavy he is on the hips. Look at that position. That's beautiful work.
And ending the fight in the first round.
He's on the inside, and he is unleashing thunder from. Oh, he's out! He's out!
He's in big trouble, and he's down, and he is done.
Yeah, we are. You're boxing the best boxers in the world. Just defeated last year's
world champion Francis the Predator Ngannou.
The build-up to this rematch was so intense as Mayorga insulted and mocked his opponent, He went far enough the moment he hit his wife. So they were about to start a brawl.
I don't need to press charges. There's nothing that a cop's gonna do more than what he's gonna do. And you're gonna kill his ass, beat his ass.
Even in the ring, Mayorga kept clowning around. But Mosley broke him down. In round 6, he folded him with a devastating body shot.
Mayorga rzeczywiście w porównaniu z poprzednią rundą pokazał nam tutaj lwi pazur, no i korpus poszedł. Było to poniżej pasa. Tak jest, koniec walki, przegrywa w ten sposób Ricardo Mayorga. Uderzyć mocno Mayorga, bum. I to właśnie. I tym samym 48 zwycięstw i 40 nokautów zalicza Shane.
Bahati joined this fight full of arrogance. He refused to touch gloves.
Let's do this. Both men are on a real roll.
UTC not taking risks, not eating many significant shots. Despite the in and out fighting, the switching inside,
and kept disrespecting Shipman during the bout.
Bahati saw that,
even pointing the middle finger at him.
But I think it's a little bit of a strategy. There we go, chain punches from Shipman. Bahati counters with a saw that throughout the first 2, the 3rd frame.
But in round 3, Shipman put him in his place with a stunning spinning back fist knockout,
from Bahati. Shipman's dancing it up,
finishing him.
From hell!
Exactly what he did. Look at that. Moves his head, slips the counter, and then rolls with great technique. I love this. We saw so much of this early in the fight. He wasn't able to catch.
To your winner by knockout and Bama's new middleweight world champion, Mike Seabass Shipman.
During the press conference, Lane underrated his opponent, saying that he's just a kid and calling himself a lion. He even said boxing was his sport and made it clear he didn't take Tuinov seriously. What a mistake. When the bell rang, Tuinov punished him badly.
Джулиан Лейн, личность хорошо известная. Да, вот, пожалуйста.
Этажами работает Туйнов, что, конечно, идет. И все честно, все нормально. И повторный слева.
And shut him up with a brutal knockout in the second round.
И ручки тут же вниз.
Красотища! Маловероятно.
Если поднимется американец, он не думал, что нужно позволять ему продолжать. Да, бой окончен. Так, для порядка решил попротестовать.
Нужно добавить, что, скорее всего, мы с вами сегодня на этом дебюте присутствуем для награждения нового чемпиона будущего.
Там одержал свою первую победу в профессиональном боксе Владислав!
In 2016, Hongman Choi faced Aurigele. During the pre-fight face-off, Aurigele tried to mock Hongman Choi. But this made Choi even more dangerous once they stepped into the ring.
자, 5분 3라운드 그 첫 번째 라운드입니다. 터치 글러브를
Aurigele started by throwing awkward punches, but Choi stayed calm.
자, 니케어라도 보여줘야 될 것 같은데요.
떨어지고 또 때릴 거고 빗나가고 오히려 앞으로 가서 목 눌러주면 되는데요. 뒤로 빠지면 안 됩니다. 뒤로 빠지면 위험합니다.
And then delivered the knockout blow in the first round.
위험합니다. 서 있으면 안 되죠. 네. 됐어. 좋았습니다. 너무 됐어요. 실시간이네. kontrol 있어. 어릴 거예요. 최고.
Before the fight, Solomon tried to taunt Sakar, acting cocky all around.
After a relatively long time.
But they want to give Ivan an inch.
They want to come out here and show how good Indian MMA is at this point.
And what is so methodical about Shrikant is everything.
But once the fight started, none of that helped him.
Immediately from the other fighters who fought Jason Solomon. And he said, I will not let him be aggressive.
We haven't really seen that yet. Jason's been the aggressor in terms of throwing kicks. They haven't all ended. Oh, he slips. He immediately goes to
Sekar stayed composed, took control of the fight.
Once again, showing excellent takedown. This is big. Shrikant needs to be very careful. He cannot let those wrists go.
This is really going to be a test of how mature.
And caught Solomon in the first round with a submission that forced the tap.
He's got a Kimura.
Oh, that is tapped. Did he tap?
He must have tapped. He tapped. He's manipulating that shoulder, and you see him tapping right there.
Yeah, he
tapped right there. He tapped at the bottom.
From the blue corner, Shrikant Shakur.
Before the fight, Zdravko decided to taunt his opponent. Grabbing him by the throat and using his size to act tough.
Take a seat, you cannot stand it. Aitor Gaspar Gops!
But once the fight began, Gaspar needed less than 30 seconds to drop the giant with a precise strike, finishing him with a follow-up attack. Breaking his arm and his ego, of course.
When Petrovic met his opponent Sangre in 2023, during the pre-fight face-off, he couldn't keep his mouth shut. Taunting Sangre, Petrovic even wanted to start a brawl. But Karma served his words to him in the ring.
Von Alex Petrovic. Diogo hat das Ganze aufgerollt, jetzt hier vor dem Kampf.
Tatsächlich Beef im Ring in diesem Fall. Keiner will zurückweichen. Geben hier Vollgas. Oh.
Da fliegen mächtig harte Hände. Gelingt direkt an das Kinn.
Damit Petrovic, also blutet auch schon. Der dreht sich hier auch ab und der Referee.
In round 2, Sangre trapped him on the ropes and unloaded a clean flurry.
Da wird er schlafen geschickt. Diogo Sangre knockt Alex Petrovic. Das Duell ist beendet. Und damit ist der Kampf natürlich zu Ende.
Weiter. Diogo hat hier den Hardcore-Treffer gelandet.
Block.
Böser Treffer.
Gleich nochmal zu sehen. Und
Diogo!
At their first meeting in the ring, it was Rahman that dominated the fight, and he apparently never recovered from the ego boost. He even tried to taunt his opponent in the build-up. But this time, it was different.
I expect a good. God bless you. God bless America. Touch him up.
Is pretty dry. That is not good, is it, George? That's the way you want to be caught. Lewis, his normal pace itself is away at the same time, but he's throwing tens in sparring. His left hook is getting better. He seems for the moment, George, to have nullified.
In the fourth round, Lewis landed a perfect straight right hand. That knocked Rahman out.
It's over. Lennox Lewis got revenge.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis.
Giel stepped in with Golovkin for his WBA and IBO middleweight title. Because of the previous bad experience, Gil tried to frustrate his opponent by circling the ring and taunting him.
Raising his shoulder and deflecting the shot.
And there's the footwork. Gil trying to slip away to the right. Golovkin hooking off the jab and making it look good. Left hook to the...
But Golovkin kept cutting off the ring, breaking Gil down.
Down goes Gil. First knockdown of the fight.
And Gil's thinking, I didn't do anything wrong. How did that happen?
Hey, come here.
And ending the match with a powerful knockout combination.
Body kicks. Down goes Gil again. Gil trying to get his head together.
Come here.
And Gil here.
Well, Gil trying to exchange with him, figures that's the best time to hit him, clips him with a nice little right hand.
Many middleweights in the world who could last past that.
Right, it was a one-punch knockout.
Triple G Golovkin.
Valera spent all the time trying to intimidate Bivol by pounding his chest, dropping his hands and clowning around like he was competing for a kid show.
Всегда не просто пристроиться к технике, к передвижению.
When that didn't work, he started wrestling and holding just to survive.
Очень свежо выглядит, видно, функционально, готов, сильно.
Bivol stayed calm, kept punishing him and beat him up for all 12 rounds.
Легкий джеб, точное попадание.
Делать все, минута остается в этом раунде.
И снова он клинчует.
Он не обращает на них внимания.
На кону временный титул.
Он себя ведет. Паники нету. Да, это уже ждет. Хорошо, сейчас нырнул по переднему.
Хорошо. Всемирная боксерская ассоциация.
In their rematch in 2018, the rivalry started before the fight, when Chisora threw the whole table at White, calling him an idiot, and even pouring water in his face.
Put it on you. I'll put it on you. Ding dong. And Derek Chisora shared the stage.
White stayed patient, letting Chisora walk forward and then caught him perfectly.
Sit back behind the jab, maybe look for the uppercut like he did there. Come back with
second knockout was still the fight in the eyes of the public.
Here comes Chisora again.
Still steaming forward with his head down. And White not able to run.
Seek and destroy, said Derek Chisora. Even then when he swings and misses.
Anyone can go at this weight.
Big left hook from White.
With a devastating left hook in the 11th round that knocked him out cold.
So that'll give him a bit of energy.
Yeah. Oh! And that's good. Knocks Derek Chisora out after a
3-1, and then boom.
There it is.
Macklin was already known as the toughest test of Golovkin's career.
Triple G. That's what everybody's been waiting to see.
Anyway, Golovkin kept leading the fight, and Macklin, he used the dirty tactics against Golovkin by holding his arms and hitting him while in a clinch.
Golovkin stalking Macklin now, as he did a brilliant...
Powerful. He's built like a fighter. He's not built like a bodybuilder.
No, those are the ones who are responsive to what boxers need.
You can punch like Golovkin, and there haven't been many.
Right hand landed, left hand moved Macklin's head. That right hand to the body was vicious by Golovkin.
But Golovkin stopped him in the third round with a devastating left hook to the liver.
Pack it in and lay down. Golovkin's going to have to do what he has to do like that to get Macklin out of here.
Puts Macklin down. A knockout for Gennady Golovkin. It comes in the third round.
Set him up with the right uppercut. Didn't want to hit him with it.
Described to me by fighters, Andre, it's like an electric jolt to the system which basically disconnects everything.
Here at Foxwoods Resort Casino, Golovkin!
The moment the fight started, Tszyu brought his kid energy at the podium, trying to mock his opponent. He started doing some funny gestures and it was kinda sweet. Until Paige decided it's not a playroom.
Seconds out, round one.
So we're underway then. Boxer wearing the black tunic. And here's the drunken master.
Oh, great sport. But landing some big heavy shots.
Adopting this style just puts the fight more firmly in his favor as he stands above the left eye. He's already been forced to touch down tentacle-like arms that Brennan Page brings to the boxing ring.
Yeah, very gangly, awkward sort of shots.
In just 18 seconds in round 2, he unleashed a brutal right hand, knocking out Tszyu.
The opening 3 minutes, what a right hand! And that could well conclude this contest right here in round number 2. Folded and bent underneath him, and there's no way he's going to beat the 10 count. Referee Jeff Hines has waved it off, and Shaq still does not know where he is. Michael Page moves to 2 wins out of 2.
The winner by count out, still undefeated, from London, England, Michael Venom Page.
Hamed, known for his unconventional fighting style, faced Castro in 1995. Once the fight started, Castro tried to put on a show by giving the audience some dance moves, taunting Hamed.
Oh, I see. He wants to take over the clown spot. And power problems. Oh dear. Well, that is a knockdown and no shove. Gets the man of jail.
But Hamed stopped his showboating in round 4 by knocking him down with a powerful combination.
All he knows he has the power to do it with one single shot.
There it is. It's all over, I think, yes. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. It's a foolish bravery, and it's all over in the 4th round. And there is the official act. And there's things.
The tension between these two men was very intense. Gigi fired an overhand right, but he became more arrogant after that. But once Kaplan got up, he taught him a lesson.
Schaden wird erstmal angezählt. Das Ding kommt gleich runter. Er wird alles motivieren. Gute Boxtechnik hat. Ja, gute Beinarbeit und geht jetzt nochmal von unten Richtung Körper und zieht die ganze Pressekonferenz, das volle Programm, dann wieder doch und jetzt steht er hier im Ring.
In round 3, Kaplan trapped Gigi against the ropes and unleashed a clean combination.
Der übrigens voll auf Anime steht und Samurai.
Aber wie wir bei beiden schon gesehen haben, ein Treffer kann das Ding vielleicht entscheiden. Geht hier nochmal zur Leber. Das wär's gewesen.
Ending Gigi with a crushing shot right on the chin. When Diaz faced Marquez, he was 10 years younger than him.
The best lightweight in the world.
He was leading the fight, finding success in his quick left hooks.
Staggers Marquez! Marquez in trouble! And trying to...
But after the bell rang in the first round, Diaz taunted Marquez. This made Marquez go angry.
Diaz led the more clean just right there. 3-0.
Particularly at the end of the round. I tell you what, this is going to be a tough fight by the way.
Back into the ropes. All out war. Two straight right hands by Marquez.
So in the 9th round, Marquez fired a perfectly timed uppercut, dropping Diaz down.
25 seconds, the stronger man. And he's hurt. A huge uppercut. Down goes Diaz. Can he make it out of the ring? 35 seconds to go. Look at Marquez go to the body. Look at him go to the body to try to set up the finish. And what a right hand. And that will do that.
What you just...
Knocked down The second knockdown is really almost a formality on a brilliant right.
When Gaballo faced Nakamura in 2019, Nakamura, instead of warming up, walked towards Gaballo's corner, trying to intimidate his opponent. But he only made him more aggressive.
Right now is able to connect two solid blows, make that 3-4.
Gaballo dropped Nakamura twice in the first round.
Yuya Nakamura, shaky, knocked down in the first round.
Nakamura is actually very aggressive, strong starter, fast starter, something na hindi binibigay ni Rematch dito sa laban na to. Kumbaga yung piron sa boxing, catcher.
Oh, another knockdown!
Yes.
And in the second, he had another knockdown, finishing Nakamura.
Oh, another hot landing! Third knockdown of his matchup.
That could be it. I think that's the end of it.
7, 8, 9.
We should stop it.
No!
Yuya Nakamura trying to tell the referee that he's okay. He saw that his opponent was already on the ropes, and he lands that cracking left hook to the side of the face. Third knockdown of the match. It would prove to be the final.
In 1997, Lewis faced Golovkin, and he started fast.
One has what the other one wants. The other one wants it badly.
Less than a minute later, he fired a hard right, sending Golovkin into the corner.
Right hand over the top by Lewis.
Lewis followed with a quick combo that sent him down. Golovkin got up, but he was clearly hurt. Seconds later, Lewis unloaded again, finishing him in just 95 seconds.
That's it! That's it! Tremendous statement.
First knockdown coming in. And Golovkin just with no defense against Lewis's power.
44-pound giant. Was to get to him.
When Bellew faced Miranda in 2012, the tension in the build-up was filled with heated exchanges and trash talk from Miranda. But in the fight, Bellew showed him his place.
Real trouble in that first fight against Overconfidence.
Another good right hand goes in.
Because they want to win. The old Fox. The season comes.
This bouncing over, real star attraction. Weird one, Johnny. It looks like some.
He took him down with sharp combinations. And by round 9, Miranda couldn't breathe anymore.
And he's of course, he's got the skills, he's got the trade, huge. He almost looks like he's ready to put him Miranda. 5 seconds for the bell's getting over, doesn't want to go on. Miranda, he's saying no more.
And he refused to continue.
Does get the stoppage.
Hall couldn't wait to get in the ring, so he decided to attack his opponent during the face-off, barely starting a brawl.
Here we go.
But in the fight, Williams took control from the opening second, throwing a bunch of punches.
Wow. Good left hook landed there. It's strong early.
Hall tags.
Then, a perfectly timed shot dropped Hall the first time.
What's in his face at the moment? Barry down. Didn't see it. Hall has come out. He's worn another couple from Sonny Bill Williams. Sonny Bill probably more for boxer. Hall has been hit, and Hall is down again. This is a long 70 seconds for Barry Hall.
So Williams won this fight by a knockout.
Bill, he's the king. Wow!
Bang! Sonny Bill conquered the rugby league.
Barry Hall is one bad dude.
Harrison trash-talked Tszyu before the fight, calling him overrated and making inappropriate gestures during introductions.
You're the former world champion. How does that make you feel?
He got out of that car like a diva.
And there's still comfort there by tongue from Harrison, which is coming out. Hook as well. Harrison, he's definitely hurt. Tszyu just walking forward, jabs, throws his right. Who's looking for a huge statement. Hook from Tszyu. Pushing to let you just punch. He's going to come right back. 10 minutes right like that.
But in round 9, Tszyu landed big right hands and dropped Harrison with a fast barrage near the ropes.
Tony stepping back the entire time. Oh, big right hand and another. Harrison's in trouble. Tszyu looks for the base. Can do the pull that he needs to finish him. He's pouring in shots. Harrison goes down. Harrison goes down off a barrage. But for how long? He's on very unsteady legs. It stopped, and it's real. It is all real.
In 2020, Horn underestimated his opponent, saying that he got this fight because he is Costa Tszew's son, and Horn was convinced that the victory was his. But Tim showed what he inherited from his dad.
When he brings that right hand up the middle, it's going to be a big problem for Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn took a massive right hand.
Tim's confident. He's got a real hop in his step.
Big shot seen from the young man Tim Tszyu. To another level.
Still, he's not taking any unpredictable shots.
After scoring knockdowns in the 3rd and 6th, he kept throwing punches, finishing Horn in the 8th round.
It hurt Jeff Horn badly. There's a right hand Horn goes down. Much left in this fight. Tim's another battering in that round.
Oh my God.
He's an all-new Tszyu, and now he's a superstar. Tim Tszyu.
During the face-off, Dib was so confident that this would be his night, even started taunting his opponent. And it didn't end well.
So hands up.
Once the fight started, Wilson stepped forward.
Has done a great job of, evading the power and getting outside.
There's a left hook. Right hand as Yusuf Dib, and all limbs on. There we go. Uppercut as Wilson. Into his own shot. There's a good right hand again. Good score. Heads coming together. There's a shot. Dib. Where's one there? That's a good right hand. Much better stuff here from Dib. Oh, but there's a big shot. You spoke a bit soon. Says Yusuf Dib. Body shot Wilson.
Liam Wilson lands something. Dib comes back.
There's a right hand again from Wilson. Beautiful. Wilson marching forward again. There's a right hand from him.
Breaking Dib down to the body.
Body shot from Wilson. That one. Oh, that hurt. Has hurt Yusuf Dib. Hurt Dib. It's been the punch of this fight.
And in the 8th round, he landed his signature left hook clean and knocked Dib out.
He's the left hook. He's got him. He's gone. Liam Wilson. Over with the left hook.
Putting out of the blue corner, Mr. Damage, Liam Wilson!
In the build-up, Schliebs couldn't stop trash-talking.
I'm going to stop this fight this when you gave up the last fight. You go up 2 weight classes, don't fight.
Promising defeat just because he is Filipino, and it runs in his genetics. He even told Ogden, "Get in the ring and I'll do the rest."
Introducing Rocky Ogden! Introducing the Magic Man, Mark Schliebs!
El pantaloncillo rojo. Vivos en dorado.
And once the fight started, Ogden immediately needed to get a rest.
Jornada boxística ya en la porque el de casa. Ya, qué misil a las zonas blandas. Flora Pólvora ha llegado en Australia. Presión, presión y presión. Bomba va y bomba viene.
Because he was knocked down in the first round.
Tinieblas desde Ochen. Y así se va a terminar el primero. Se va de nuevo a la lona y no más. Volando grandes al...
Pino, el Magic Man, no es que fuese ningún improvisado. Es un tipo que fue...
In the first round, your winner by knockout, fighting out of the blue corner, Rocky Hogan!
Before the fight, the bronze bomber, Wilder, declared that he was way stronger than Parker. Mocking his opponent, he made sure that he brings the pain and excitement. What a fool.
Brought a pillow and a blanket. I'm going to...
I think a shootout would be a bad decision. It was a 3-2.
Parker, and now the right hand lands from Wilder.
And there's to get touched. He's going to go over.
Wilder really hasn't thrown anything up to this point. You see, Joseph Parker was enough to give it to Parker. He's to get a foothold into the contest. There it is.
Parker was the one who took the fight under control, outboxing Wilder. After 12 rounds, winning by unanimous decision.
This is what happens when you only fought one round in over 2 years, and when Parker, who fought this was his fourth fight.
Big Joseph Parker.
Bobik showed up as undefeated and plenty of confidence.
If Peter Della sounds a little nervous, he might be. This is...
That's very true. I was very fortunate to land it early, and
you said you didn't. You told me you didn't think he'd knock Bobby out.
I didn't think so, but he put it together. I thought he'd bust him up. He started that first.
Featuring Mark Magnifico Magsayo and Rafael El Guerrito Reyes ng Mexico. Round number 1.
Good luck. Nice combination by Reyes.
Eyes of Reyes.
Reyes taunted Magsayo throughout the fight, pointing at his face and provoking him.
Right. Getting cocky itong si Reyes.
Matapang ito si Reyes.
Good uppercut.
But they got their exchanging uppercuts.
Parehong malakas sa dalawang boksingero.
Body shots by Magsayo. A flurry of left hook. And Reyes is smiling.
But in round 3, Magsayo dropped him.
Sayo appears to... At sabi ni referee Bainza,
then finished him in the 5th with a brutal combination capped by a savage uppercut.
Another trapping right hand. Reyes in trouble.
Good uppercut. What an uppercut. What a shot by Magsayo.
Featherweight champion from the Philippines, Mark Magnifico Magsayo.
In 2013, Saglam decided to test Solis's patience in the ring. He kept taunting throughout the fight, raising his hands and calling for more punches. And Solis accepted the challenge, of course.
And the running out to the Olympic finals.
He kept landing hard shots.
Drop that big right hand. And Solis opening up a bit here. Previous round, but he's just taking his time. Tries that uppercut to get the job done. Solis, being Solis at a distance. With Solis, because he simply hasn't landed anything.
Good shot there, it was the right hand, and again.
Now, can Solis do a bit of damage here? He's got him on the rope, Salam.
And in the 7th round, he knocked him out.
Explodes into life. Oh, look at that right hand! What a massive shot!
Ending the drama king.
So long. Why can he not do this more often?
Hey, it's all over. It's all over.
He's out. He's over and out. Well, Salam is claiming he can continue, but I think the
that right hand over the top, but this is the big shot. Over it went. Superb timing and accuracy.
La Zombra, Outlandier, Solis.
In 2023, the undefeated Williams stepped into the ring with Rodriguez for the WBC lightweight title.
Combination of the body to start, but right back comes Rodriguez.
Both of them threw hard shots to each other. And in one moment, Rodriguez started to showboating, which ended badly.
See Rodriguez looping his right hand.
Williams dropped him.
I don't think Bang's going to go for any of that. Oh, down, go. Get your wrap. Minute 18 to go in this first round. Let's see if Bang can finish him off. He goes down. No, referee Luis Pavon Reyes.
Finishing him with another precise shot for the knockout.
And down goes Rodriguez again.
Right behind the heel.
And it looks like the fight has been stopped.
Right behind the heel.
Luis Pavon Reyes calls a halt to the bout. We're getting replay after replay. We're just okay. All right. That was something.
I just want to say that.
You see Williams.
The rivalry between these two was so big, they traded a bunch of ugly words to each other for years. When they met during the press conference, Anthony shoved his opponent, but Gary responded with a kiss.
Seconds out. Round one.
When the fight started, Gary timed a perfectly right uppercut.
The power he possesses, and it's a good uppercut.
Absolutely nailed Fitzgerald there. Remember, it's O'Sullivan that's carrying that extra weight, and it's counted there. Right.
Finishing Anthony in the very first round.
Who's going to struggle to beat this count? He's all over the place. He's absolutely gone. And O'Sullivan is celebrating.
Walked back to his corner, then midway through the count, he walked across to the other neutral corner, waved to the crowd because he knew, as everyone...
At the press conference, Hatton confidently told Mayweather,
I ain't scared of you. See you December 8th, Floyd.
Don't let him see you, bitch. Always have a plan to stay tough. It's like the head of you ain't easy. It was built to be rough, but that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro.
but by the 10th round, Mayweather's left hook sent Hatton crashing to the canvas. When Hatton tried to rise, Floyd finished him with a flurry against the ropes. In 2015, Rodriguez met Wesby in a scheduled 6-round featherweight bout.
Late. Boxing at the age of 22.
Rodriguez took the fight under control from the start.
When you're at this stage in your career, but it's not like a situation where I'm going to people's backyards and I'm going to get robbed.
Under a minute here in round 2.
Wesby covers up well, though. See, Wesby covers up well. He's not going to get off.
He comes out.
A little bit of aggression to start the round.
Who woke up Quincy Wesby all of a sudden? And here Rodriguez comes back.
Wesby fought very defensive early on. He's giving it the effort. His head just flies right in with no punches.
Combination flying now. And Rodriguez, as he's going after Wesby.
again, as we said in the earlier rounds, that's what Wesby.
But in round 5, Wesby, growing overconfident, started taunting his opponent.
It's a great angle, so it's hard to time him. It's hard to... There's a good counter left hook there.
Oh, there it is! And that one dropped him!
Rodriguez answered immediately with a left hook that dropped Wesby to
Even the owner, and there it is right there. And you know
the canvas. In 2021, Van Lalauampuia kept the fight under control. But Krishnan got his moment in the ring, and he started taunting Van Lalauampuia, showing his arms, basically offering himself as a human punching bag. Van Lalauampuia accepted the challenge and fired a powerful left hand, sending Krishnan crashing to the canvas. Lesson learned, don't order a punch if you can't handle the delivery.
Blue corner, Van Lalauampuia.
Andrade spent the early rounds yelling and trying to anger Rigondeaux.
There's Guillermo Rigondeaux now. Again, Claudia Trejo. First 10-rounder for Guillermo Rigondeaux. He comes out with some purpose.
Andrade has been knocked out by body punches before. Not only knocked out, he has given up. He has submitted in a fight where he was caught to the body. So, well, he's going to get a chance to counterpunch here, Rigondeaux. Sometimes with certain kind of fighters, they stay on the outside. They don't. That moment when Andrade jumps in a little bit and leaves himself a little available. Southpaw tonight.
But in round 3, Rigondeaux landed a left upstairs, followed by a sharp body shot that dropped Andrade to the canvas.
And again, look, the left hand up top sends him back, and then the left hand finds the right spot. What I like
now, he's wincing in pain. He does get up. Didn't seem like it was a particularly vicious shot, but who are we to say?
And he's shaking his head, he's quitting.
And it's it, that's it.
He's quitting.
Unfortunate.
Your winner by TKO, still undefeated, Guillermo El Chacal Rigondeaux.
In 2022, Bryan met Dubois, and during the face-off, he tried to mock him and did some random dances. Dubois calmly waited for his time in the ring.
Good luck again.
He took control from the start.
But one thing I've noticed here, there's a good shot already from Dubois.
Of Daniel Dubois, 17 victories have ended.
Look at Dubois' base here, and but you're right, it'll give Dubois more opportunities to land.
And in the 4th round, he hurt Bryan with a clean shot,
and he's
finishing the job with a powerful follow-up, dropping Bryan to the canvas.
Survival mode at the minute. Trevor Bryan, there's a great shot from Daniel Dubois, detonates the Dynamite.
Dynamite! Daniel Dubois!
When undefeated Manuel Charr met Vitaly Klitschko, he took care of showing him who is the king of the jungle. At the face-off, Charr tried to provoke Klitschko, but Vitaly stayed calm and dominated from the start.
Лишь бы это не только бравада была. Когда судья остановил бой. Пройти, но тем не менее, Виталий до сих пор в строю, Виталий до сих пор... боксера. Вот пошел так безоглядно Чар вперед. Удобно. Да, удается подходить.
In round 4, Klitschko's left split, Char's eyebrow wide open.
Будет жаль, будет жаль. Судя по рисунку.
Такое поведение.
Он говорит Виталию, давай продолжать. Владимир вышел, Кличко встал между боксами. Да, такого.
Kirkland versus Conyers. This was probably one of the greatest hits.
Jumping all over, gotta shake it off and survive.
In 2007, Conyers dropped Kirkland early with a right hand that made him furious.
Staggers Conyers. All right, Kirkland.
He managed to beat the count and flipped the fight. He targeted Conyers with powerful combinations to the head and body.
And now they trade, and it's a real war again. And Conyers full of fight. He's getting rocked back again. Right eye. Kirkland now zeroing in. Big shots. Oh, this is a great fight. Oh, Conyers in trouble again. Here comes Kirkland with a blitz. Alan Conyers. And what resolve from James Kirkland, who never had a bad moment in the ring, down for the first time in his unbeaten career. 10 seconds to go in this dynamic number.
Winning the fight in the first round.
Conyers doesn't know where he is.
During the press conference, Willis mouthed off against Dumbe, promising to knock him out and putting him on his back.
Guarantee it. Stamp that shit.
But Doom stayed calm.
The name Cedric Doumbé. Charlotte Battle Dan Hardy Chael Sonnen beside the Bellator cage.
And once the fight began, he turned into a savage.
Courageous way of fighting, but it's worked so well for him so far.
For Cedric Doumbé. Nice sprawl. Good knee. To intercept any of that.
And unleashed brutal punishment right away.
Strategically.
Shutting Willis in the first round.
And he is the best, Cedric Doumbé!
Let me know which knockout caught you off guard down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more.